The deal, y'all. We're Sharper Type in TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. It's that knowledge though you can't get nobody's college though. Since this clearly dope sick fiend who's like whittling away to nothing, bro's the same. He's like literally. Look at the chair. Look at this guy. They're about the same size. He's just smoking his life away. Since Alan the addict just consistently wants to have my attention. Here's the thing about this is it's always just so mind-boggling on a mental aspect. I've never in my life thought that a man was interested in men and then daily spoke of wanting this man's attention. Like you go, all right, the YouTube content, we all that work, fine, whatever. You make the content, it go up, you do your numbers, you get your chili, whatever. You took me home with you, not literally, figuratively speaking. Did I hear the song? Probably not. Probably not. Do I waste my time arguing with every junkie outside of every liquor store that I've ever seen? No. If you're familiar with the Los Angeles area, specifically the San Fernando Valley, if I wanted to go argue with a crystal meth head, I'd just go anywhere in the San Fernando Valley and stand in front of a random CVS, and I'm sure I'll find a tweaker to argue with. You feel me? I might be able to negotiate something with him. He could figure out how to steal some copper wire or some things like that. I don't know. I might got like a dollhouse or something that needs to be put together for my niece. You can't come to the house though, because you a creep, but you know, they like to tinker and say, your business, big dog, your business. Let's keep it interesting on a Tuesday. You feel me? You got Adam sitting over there in his Birkenstocks. And I decided to myself, you know, I wonder what Brandon thinks about the video of Lush saying the N-word. So I texted to Adam. Let's see what happens next. Social experiment, if you will. Adam versus a dope fiend. Let's see what happens.
We covered Lush's transgressions.
There's one more.
Oh, okay. What else you been doing?
It's right there.
Lush says the N-word. Ah, yes. Should we play the clip?
Yeah. I want y'all to listen to it.
Oh, I would love to hear this. This sounds great.
Subscribe to Lush World and run up my music stream.
Go to the No Jumper Reddit and make a thread about this episode and share your thoughts with the world.
Oh, here, you're right there, brother.
Hey, I just want to see Lush. Look, man, I keep saying this. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. His vomit on the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. I just want to see Lush in a rap battle. That's all. That's all. Let's just have a nice, friendly, sophisticated rap battle, but like face to face though. But like not on the internet. Like face to face though. Like where we in front of each other. Like we tangible to one another. Flacco and Wack could be the judge. Snitch Honey could host it. I would love it. Would you pay to see that? Let's paint this picture. Me and Lush on the stage, 8 Mile style. The fans is going crazy. Like I said, everybody in the 3-2-3, put your motherfucking hands up and follow me. Everybody from the 3-2-3, put your motherfucking hands up. You feel me? Ooh, hold on. Yeah, put your motherfucking hands up. Rap battle. You feel me? And then look, so it's me and Lush on stage. We both got our hoodies on. Drawstring. Stop playing with it. And you got Pathetic Fatso and Rat Hunter. They're judging it. And then you got Snitch Honey. He's the host. Sounds like a good time to me. I'd love to go do that. Sounds like a... Chat, let me know what y'all think. Comments, let me know what y'all think. That sound like a good time to you. Would you go to that? Would you pay for that? I would go. I would pay to be there even though I'm already invited. You feel me? I'll pay for me even though me is free. I would love it. Let's put that in the air. Somebody make that happen. Adams with an S. Let's figure this out. Stop making content. Let's start making content. Let's get to it how we got to get to it.
What the Lush? What does that mean? Shut the with your whole ass, nigga. All right, let's do it. Shut the fuck up with your whole ass, nigga. All right, let's do it.
So in that clip, it would appear that you are calling someone, possibly in the chat.
No, I'm talking to the homies.
Oh, you're talking to Kenny or something? Okay. Ho-ass N-word. Seems to be what left your mouth.
Where was you at right here?
At my crib.
Well, you was some white boys?
No. It was Mexican, 2 Mexicans and 2 blacks.
Oh, you was calling a nigga, the black?
No, I called I said it to the Mexican.
And the black niggas didn't say nothing?
No. It's all my partners.
Black niggas, they need a DP.
Oh, God.
Man, come to Long Beach, it's like Asians calling each other
the N-word every other word.
And the Asians seem like they can get away with it a lot better than Lush being a white man. White people are uniquely not given an N-word
Here's the
pass.
thing,
Spanish people get away with it. Asian people get away with it. Filipinos, the
Asians say nigga a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
Tongans.
Nah,
Everybody's saying the N-word
They all
besides
say it,
white people.
But I'm looking at them.
And even white people say it.
They Crips and Bloods though. They're part of our culture.
Right.
He's a Crip.
I'm not a Crip.
He know Crips.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, rep your set. Where you from?
I'm not. I don't bang.
He was
I'm from
told
the Tiger Crew.
He's not allowed to
5150.
bang his hood on here
You a
anymore.
tag banger.
Yeah, I just said 5150.
Oh, that's the name of it?
Yeah.
So we're gonna be totally arbitrary. Asians and Samoans and Tongans could say the N-word with impunity. This guy says it with not with the hard ER, with the GA at the end.
Brandon, shut your ass up. Here you go with this hard. Brandon, stop the point here. He's finna take it back to all body suspects saying a hard ER. Brandon is not letting that go. Brandon, shut your ass up.
And we're gonna come down on him like, pick a struggle, bro. Like,
Nobody's supposed to be saying it, period.
no,
Honestly.
we shouldn't even be saying
Right.
it.
Black
If
people
you
ain't
wanna be
supposed to
real.
be saying the word. That I don't even know how, it's in my vocabulary heavy, but I don't think white boys should be saying it based on,
So
history.
so here's the thing. It's something that I hate that I say, and it's
Man,
not.
shut your ass up.
Let me
let
get
him
this
land.
off. Let me get this off.
He hates it. Do you really hate it though?
No, it's something that I've tried to remove from my vocabulary and a bit.
Why is it? You're white. Bro, you're white. You're white. Like, you're literally white. Like, and arguably aren't, it's like Lush Jewish. Because, like, they're always, like, referencing him to being Jewish. Nothing against Jewish people at all. I love Jewish people. Shout out to Hanukkah. But, nigga, how is that word even in your vocabulary? Okay.
Been pretty successful with. There are moments where it comes out, and it's normal when I'm with my partners, and I understand. Like I've spoken on this several times. It's not the first clip of me saying that. You feel me? When back in the day, one time I was out and in public, and I saw the reaction when I said that for like older black people, and I don't want to like bring back trauma and pain based on my words for black people. That's the last thing I want to do, bro. Like, but when I'm with the homies, sometimes I slip out because that's just the way that I've always communicated since I was like 12, 13 years old. So, like...
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie, there has been times where I hung out with you in real life, off camera.
Look at him. This who y'all want me to fight? This let's really stop and think about this. I get up every day. Every day I get up, I start my day at 5 o'clock. 6, depending on what I got going on. But more times than not, 5 o'clock. I get up and I go work out. I go run. I go lift. I do cardio training, strength training, shadow boxing. Whatever type of fight training is just on the calendar for that day. I make breakfast for my kids. I take my kids to school. I tell them I love them every single morning. They have breakfast with me every single morning. I tell them I love them. I drop them off. I'm in a car giving y'all news y'all can use on my way to more fight training because I love to fight. Because I love to fight. I love the sport of fighting. Any type of fighting style. I love it. I enjoy it. That makes me happy. That is a genuine passion in my life. And I get to do it every single day. I don't got to go tap into nobody's desk. I don't got to go punch nobody's clock. I don't got to do nothing that I don't want to do. And then you know what I'm doing? You know when I'm done with that? You know what I do? I give y'all the news y'all can use because I love media. I love entertainment. I be on this all day because it's fun for me. I love it. And then I get to pick my kids up from school. Then I get to make them lunch. Then I get to make them lunch and talk to them about their day. And then I get to take them to go fight. Jiu-jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai, Krav Maga. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they got going on. They got performances where they playing a cello and a violin. Oh, I'm there. Spelling bees, science fairs. Oh, I'm there. Field days. Oh, I'm there. Random birthday parties that they tell me about the day of. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. for my children, for my family, all the while giving y'all news y'all can use and knowledge y'all can't get in college, and fighting. And this, I'm supposed to throw it all away for this? Nah, you got it, bro. The beef is over. You won. The beef is over. You won. Life is doing you worse than I ever could. Life is doing you worse than I ever could. If I treated you the way you treated you, you want to unalive me. I would never even think to do this to you. To tie you down and make you do yistle. To make you be a yistle head. That thought would have never, I just would have whooped your feet. I just would have whooped your feet and been about my day. You put yourself through the gift that keeps on giving. You a fiend. You a fiend. Yeah, you got it, bro. You got it. You got it. You's a fiend. You a yoker. A real life yoker. You a yistle yoker. Yeah, you got it, big dog. You got it. Yup. Lush said I'm a buster. Lush said whatever. That's Lush. You got it. Beef is over, big dog. You won. You a white yoker. First of all, you how you fumble the white privilege bag? How you fumble the white male privilege bag? At least Adam figured it out. How you fumble the white male privilege bag? Goodness gracious, you're a waste of a white man. Sheesh. Barnacles.
And was kind of like, whoa, like that.
So, like,
yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, there.
You look like a sad puppy who had to lick his master's feet to come back in the house after you pooped on the carpet. Because I can't say the word because I want to stay monetized. You a carpet pooper.
Has been times where I hung out with you in real life off camera and was kind of like, whoa, like that N-word really, it's really coming out. Didn't know that. Now, not my first rodeo in that sense. I as a lifelong non-N-word sayer, you know, I'm not saying I never said it, but for the most part, never really been a consistent thing. I think when I was 20 and I first moved to New York, there was so many white dudes around me, BMX dudes, that were hanging out with black dudes and Spanish dudes, and they were saying it all the time. I think I tried saying it a couple of times, but every time I felt retarded, so I just kind of hung it up. But, and even beyond that, quoting rap songs a little bit over the years. There was a famous example that still goes around a little bit where I was quoting a Future song and I said it. Not part of my life, but for sure Lush be letting the N-word rock a little bit. And I've kept your secret for a long time now. Because
it's not a secret. I've spoken on it publicly. It's not something I want to say.
But you're working on it.
I'm working on it.
Do you think that you might want to consider...
Not something that I want to say. You an addict in everything, bro. Like, you equate everything to being a yoker, huh? All right. I just can't stop using. I just can't stop, man. Oh, man, I just can't stop. I just can't stop throwing my life away, man. Just can't stop getting on my knees for that glass pen 15, man. I'm such a loser. I can't get my life together.
Like, sort of hybrid drug / N-word rehab. Like, maybe you could try to fight both addictions at once, or do you think that they need to be separate rehabs?
Nah, I don't think that, I think I, for the most part, have really good control over my lexicon and the way I express myself, and I could kind of weave in and out of it like that. So I just shouldn't say it no more. I think in order to do it, I just need to, like, not say it, period. No matter if it's the homies or not. And, like, the homies sometimes might get me turned up to say it or whatever. Not like, hey, you got to say it. But it's just like I'm so accustomed to communicating in that manner with them. But, yeah, I don't want to be offending nobody, so I ain't going to say it. And if I hurt people's feelings with my word or you're disappointed in me, and I apologize for that because that's not cool. That's not how I want to come across.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you seem like the one who would be more offended.
No, because you're sitting right next to me.
Because I'm a black guy. He looking at us. I'm so...
Ain't got a rebuttal, so he like, nigga, what you about to say?
No, he looking at me like, you want me to like...
I already
Would you
agreed.
say it in front of Rosa Parks?
Okay, well, for...
Yo, Adam is out of bounds. Would you say it in front of Rosa Parks? Adam, you gotta relax, bro. You gotta relax, bro. You at some point gotta stop. Would you say it in front of Rosa Parks is absolutely sick.
First of all, let me ask y'all a question.
No, she's dead.
Rosa Parks
Let
was
me
a
ask
op.
y'all a question.
Was it what?
Oh,
Man. come on, that's-
Squabble time.
Yeah, we're gonna like that. That's a whole other thing.
Oh, that's
When
crazy.
y'all heard me say it, when y'all heard that, did it sound like somebody that never said that before? Did
Bruh.
it sound unnatural to you?
You sounded like you were having second thoughts about saying it because you didn't really pronounce it. You sort of like...
No, he sounded irritated.
You like muttered
I
it.
was
He said
irritated.
it so
You could like
naturally.
almost not hear it.
You sounded irritated. Whoever
Like if you said it like that on the podcast, I don't even think I would have called you out because I wouldn't have necessarily thought it was a definitive N-word.
Did it sound like? Hey, do it sound like somebody that you heard say it? If you had like just heard that and you didn't have a race associated with it, and you just heard that, what would you think?
I'm gonna say people put it in music and turn it into like some slang now. Make it so you think that you know what I'm saying? That's our fault though. So everybody think it's cool. If you got my nigga, and you gonna think the white boy ain't gonna sing along to it, you crazy.
But singing along is one thing. I think we could all kind of forgive that to a certain extent versus like saying it on a podcast.
Don't
Feels
believe
more
me, just
extreme.
watch.
The way that came out of your mouth was like you were around people you are very comfortable with. Like they call you nigga sometimes, and y'all call each other that. Just like when I look at the little Asians at the park playing basketball, and I don't even get offended because I'm like, that is their relationship with each other. And black people must have lied to me because I remember when they said that we've taken control of that word and turned it into a term of endearment.
Right.
So you make up your mind. Like, if there's anybody to be blamed, it's black people because we're constantly sending out mixed messages and we are using the N-word as an excuse to we're weaponizing it when we feel like it in an arbitrary way against whoever we don't like.
Just
That's
a
it.
thought, like the N-word being used
This nigga Brandon, boy. That nigga's gonna be the devil's advocate in everything.
in a friendly fashion by black people, from my perspective, is kind of a hip hop thing. Like, I bet in the 70s, I bet like at Woodstock, there weren't any white
Could you imagine the first black person that called another black person my nigga? Hey, chill out, my nigga. No. We can call each other that?
people calling each other the N-word. I feel
White
like
people now.
I feel like hip hop kind of ushered that into being common, and then hip hop became so popular that then you had tons of white people and Hispanic people, et cetera, who started using it. Now, you could kind of like rewind the clock and think about what it would have been like if all through the 80s and 90s, if like a Hispanic person saying it felt like they were going to get their ass whooped by black people for saying it, which is really kind of what it is with white people, is that like white people generally, even if they want to say the N-word, for the most part, aren't really saying it because they feel like they're going to get the shit kicked out of them, or at least be ostracized from the community that they probably want to be cool with. So it is kind of weird when you think about it, because like that's one thing that I learned from watching how the whole Blasey and Hove interaction about
He didn't
the
sound
N-word.
natural though.
It did sound weird when Blasey said it, for
He
sure.
didn't sound natural.
He was
First of
drunk.
all,
He had a little bit of a wobble
Yeah.
to his voice saying it. But in general, like, I thought that black people were more cool with Hispanic people saying it than it seemed in the fallout from that. When I saw all that go down, I kind of realized, like, oh, a lot of black people don't appreciate Hispanic people
I think
saying
Blasey was just kind of faded and doing the most, and Hope just got annoyed at him. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
and so he like was like, "Hey, what did you just say, bro?"
Ho's also from an area where Mexican gangs don't target black gangs, they target black people. So, you know, that's what's going on in the city of Compton or Bompton, depending on where you at. But that's an actual factual. So, you know, it kind of hits a little bit different when it's an actual race war going on.
You know what I'm saying? I think-
But he at least gave Blasey the option of a fade. I feel like if you were to have said it around somebody like Hove, quote unquote, they might have been on site. We're going to beat you up in this basement.
I like it's not something that I'm like trying to test the theory of, because I'm not trying to be like the white guy that says the N-word and is like has to like stand on business for that. I think Jin Lee's got that lane covered very well. You feel me?
Because
Like,
he's out here really
like-
squabbling with people. Like,
Yeah,
you know, he's
and
fighting for his right to say the N-word.
and and to me,
Jin Lee is
and
this
to me,
giant
big
white
guy.
dude from 60s from Texas. Yeah.
And to me, like, it's not something as where I feel like if it bother you, then I won't say it. You feel me? Like that's
Cerise don't need to say it no more. Like when she called nigga, like, I'm like, oh, yeah. I said, Trump is sending you back. You do not sound like you from here at all.
Hey,
and here's the
Munchie B
thing.
burnt
I
out.
think it's I
This nigga Munchie B is unintentionally funny, bro.
don't even need to qualify this. It's obvious to everybody that I fucking love black and brown people, and I ain't got a racist bone in my fucking body. Period. I come in peace. I mean no harm. I'm solid. I've been for the people. I've been outside with the people for so long that is now like seeped into my DNA.
Okay. So Lush has
This video is basically another.
Lush has nigga seeped in his DNA. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Y'all know the deal though. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, and it's free. Avenue Angel until he's free. We are gone.